Hold on. It should be saying, it should be, aha! There we go. Okay. We have now progressed. I mean, look at how dark it is, right? It's so dark. Because I'm like looking around. It's feeling dark. And I just look at my camera. It's like, it's almost shadows at this point. It's 4 o'clock. It is currently 4 o'clock. Why is it like this? Why can't we have nice things? There we go. Let there be light once again. We enter the domain and we wish to see. So you know what? Grab your seats, kick up your feet, and get ready for me to rage. Because I'm gonna get mad. I'm already like, preloading my anger. I'm trying to take some deep breaths beforehand because I'm not gonna be taking them later on. So you see, we got 2 more rows, like good old 2 more rows, right? The objective to get through this row today, if we're not absolutely raging by the end of this row, which we will be, but on the off chance by some miracle from Mother Mary that we're not, we will go ahead and we'll try to finish up level 8. I don't think it's going to happen. Oh. Forgot how to play the game for a sec. Yeah, it's gonna be raging time. Yep. Oh. Now I'm missing quite a bit, but again, at the end of the day, I just want to make it through. I just care about winning. I don't care about no top score or what my ranking is. I just want to live. No, it's all good. We're gonna die. And I'm expecting to die quite a bit. So no need to get mad yet. Because I fully understand we're gonna be dying. That's just gonna be happening. We're gonna be repeating the levels a few times. It's part of the process, right? If everyone just got it the first time around, then there really would be no game, right? I mean, we live and we learn and we hope to improve. Yeah. You know, maybe my brain just isn't ready for this. Maybe my brain has shut down from the last time and is still trying to recover, you know? Because I seem to be really slow on the trigger today. Again, I don't know. No! They just had to bring in the ring. We were fine. We were doing good. And then they're like, hey, remember this dude? And I'm like, sadly, yeah. Why do you keep introducing him? It's like a bad side character in any, like, cartoon or show, you know? It's just a side character no one wants to see. It's the side character everyone hates is there. And they're like, but we brought them back. And everyone's, like, straight up telling the company and, like, the makers of the show, like, stop bringing back this character. We don't want this character. But they're gonna keep doing it anyway. Because for some reason, they want to be toxic to their fan base. Well, here's Big Mamba Jumba. Okay, I don't think that's fair, dude. Just saying. I think, that was a bit of a cheap shot, you know? But it is what it is. I can't change his ways. No, it's like that one friend that you keep trying to help and they just refuse to change. Not even friend, just person. There's just that one person that's like always stuck in their ways. And their ways always gets them in trouble. And you're like, hey, you know what? Maybe try this as an outlet. This is a bit healthier. You know, it results in nothing but good. And they're like, I don't want anything good. I only want the worst. Soccer. Oh, thank you. The wide open. That tunnel was feeling a little claustrophobic there. No, get me out the tunnel. I don't want to be in the tunnel. Okay. Cruising right into the next one. Oh, I didn't even see that. Whoops. Yo, what was with that? Excuse me? I was just trying to stay focused, but what was with that note? That the game was just screaming back at me. Hey, where's the end? Where's the end of this level? This is... Stop screaming at me! I mean, that level wasn't ending. What was that? That just kept going. And then it was just like, calm down. Calm down. I'm also telling myself to calm down, right? I'm telling the game to calm down. I'm telling myself to calm down. Everyone just needs to go into Zen mode. You know, just like a little, slice of humble pie. We all need to just have a slice. It's like, oh, a nice tasty dessert and something that'll just bring us down a little bit, you know? Just, okay, we're good. Everything's going to be fine. No, the ultimate, nah. This ain't crashing out. I've crashed out way harder. I'm trying to remain calm right now before I crash out, right? Because if I crash out, this chair I'm sitting in, through the window, you can't see it. The window off to the side, right there. I'm going through that window. I'm gonna open it. Little dive. But it's fine. I don't know why this one's so long. They just throw levels in here every now and then that are just ridiculously long for no other reason other than to be annoying. And you know, I don't appreciate that. Give me purpose. You're not giving me purpose. You're just long to be long. Stop screaming! I mean, it makes me feel like I'm about to be raptured or something. You know, I'm just sitting here and I hear this ominous, just high-pitched scream, and it's just like, like I'm just gonna levitate or something. Like, it needs to chill. I don't know what's with that sound. Oh, we're about to get screamed at again. I hear it starting up. No! I don't know how I messed up there. I did, though. Man, I would really like this one level then. It ain't even the boss. This is a level just to... It's one level. It's one level. Why is it the length of 20? Bro! End it! I'm in a purgatory level. It's just a never-ending loop of torture. Cool! You know, in the game description, they didn't describe hell. Then that's where I'm at right now. Game wants to scream, I'll scream back. This better make the other levels that come after this like 2 seconds long. I ain't even kidding. All the levels after this. Oh, lost my armor. Cool. Only like a 10th of the way through this, so that's great. So I really can't mess up now. I messed up. I messed up. It happens. Hey. We're all humans. We make mistakes. Even if it's the same ones over and over. Because apparently this beetle just has the survival instincts of a paperclip. Like, it just does not care. It's gonna get bent, broken, bent out of shape, messed up. It just doesn't care. It's actually pretending as if it's the happiest beetle in the world, you know? This beetle thinks nothing could ever go wrong, even when I die 10,000 times, and hear this high-pitched screeching going on in the background. Why isn't it ending? No level. Okay, I've complained in the past about there being long levels, right? Because for some reason, there are just some sections of these levels where they're like, let's make it just unreasonably long, right? Because there's no reason for it. Because they have so many sections to this level, and they're just like, let's for some reason just throw a few in here that just never end. Let's make a never-ending loop until we've had enough. You know, the game makers, the developers, the devs, right on the other side of this game, they're currently in this game. They have hacked the game to where I'm playing it right now, and they're just like, oh, this one level, oh, he was supposed to be like 10 minutes ago? Nah, let's extend it like another 30. Yeah, no, it's just going to keep going. It's the same thing. It's just going to keep going. Oh, end it? Nah. We don't want him to see the rest of the game. We don't want him to get past. We're going to keep him on this one level. Because it just doesn't end. And again, you know what? Maybe I'd be a little bit more understanding of the long level if there wasn't screaming. If the level didn't scream at me, I'd probably be a bit more fair with it. But when it's just there screaming at me, nah, the game and I not mixing so well, you know? We're kind of on bad terms right now. Got a little bit of that bad blood going on. It was right there. Then was right there. Then was right there. We made it there like twice before. All we had to do was hit that turn, and we failed that turn again, right? Because we got hit by it again. But this time we had our armor all the way to the end. But the end was right there. All we had to do was hit that turn and be like, oh, we're all good. We're Gucci, you know? We're feeling it. We're vibing. We're just chilling. It was just that one turn. Because I remember dying to that turn. Because, one, I can't see it. Because I just don't see it. That turn comes, just completely, just seems like a normal, just side of the wall. It blends in too well. And then I get hit by the wall or by the little bars. And it's just like, oh, okay, cool. Glad this happened. And my best friend's back. Oh, look at it. Oh, look at it. No. How about no? How about no? No. How about no? Have you ever heard the word no? Maybe you should learn what no means, right? I feel like no would fit you really well right now. Oh, okay. Okay. You know, I really want to beat this game, right? Because there's not much left. I just really want to beat this game. To say I beat it. And we're so close, yet so far, and I'm really starting to question, is it really worth it, you know? Some might say no, others might say yes. Whether that's because they're genuinely like, yeah, no, it's not worth it. Or they're genuinely like, yeah, it's worth it. Or they're like, yeah, it's worth it because we get to see you angry. He's just not taking, I'm not giving him the satisfaction. I'm sorry. It just ain't happening. Little ring dude can go ahead get his satisfaction somewhere else because it ain't gonna be for my demise. No, no, no. No, sir. No, sir. It ain't happening. Well, then... Okay, no, because see, that turn somehow always gets me. Why is it always that turn? It's that one turn! I hit all the others, but that turn... No! That's impossible! It happened again. It happened again. How am I not hitting that turn? The controller's just... Hey, drift! Nope, there I go. I'm starting to crash out. There we go. I hit it. I'm good now. I'm good again. All I need to do is hit it, and then we're fine. No. No. You don't get me. You don't get to do that. No. It's always that turn. It's always that turn. Why is it always that turn? Like I can see it. No, you're not getting... Me playing angry isn't gonna help. It's just gonna make it worse. My acid reflux is messing up. Like, I feel it in my throat right now, right here in my chest. That's not helping. That's just making me more angry. So, you know, I just need to calm down. Breathe for just a second, you know. My eyes are closed. I'm thinking of my happy place. My happy place is not here. My happy place is literally anywhere else but here, you know? So it's just a matter of getting through this part, you know? Because only one thing needs to happen, right? Because I can hit the dots, you know? If I miss them, that's fine. I have one chance. What I can't get over is that one turn. Don't know why. My controller doesn't like the idea of turning when it's supposed to. It just comes to that wall, and it's like, oh, turning? I've never heard of it. Even though I've done it probably about, like, at least, like, 50,000 times at this point, right? Because of all the restarts, all the times I've failed, all the times I've spent trying to beat certain levels. You know, at least 50,000 turns at this point, okay? That one turn, it's just getting me. And it happens every few levels where there's just a turn for some reason. Just the beetle does not compute. Hey, you should turn at this turn, you know? Because if you don't turn, you're going to die. And the beetle is just like, no, I got it. And every time, the beetle's met with death. And the beetle's like, I wonder why that didn't work out. And I'm sitting here like, maybe because you should turn. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Because that's the game function, you know? You're supposed to hit A, and then to whichever side you need to look, right? It's that simple. But the beetle, no. The beetle's like, no, I'm a strong, independent beetle. You can't tell me what to do. And then it goes head first into the wall. It loses its shell, and then it's like, oh no, I need to find ways to improve. Let me hit it again. And it's like, no, you don't hit it again, because if you hit it again, you're going to die. And the beetle's like, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want. And just because you told me not to do that, I'm going to do it. Because for some reason, that's everyone's instinct to just be like, oh, you said not to do this thing, but now I want to do it. Because we're all so mature and being like, ha ha ha, they said not to do it, so obviously I got to do it now. No, how about you just listen and don't do it? Right? How about you just don't do it? I don't care if I miss everything. Oh no, it's snakes. Oh, it's screaming at me again. It's screaming at me again. That's cool. That's chill. That's fine. We all vibe with that. I'm not vibing with that. That's okay. Snake took me out. That's a new one. That's a new one. I'm not really used to that. But you know what? There's always a first for everything, you know? I gotta heavily disagree there, but you know what? Apparently the game knows better. Apparently the game knows better. So, who am I to argue with something that seems... I died at the same one again. That's the second time in a row I've died to that same snake. The same exact snake. Again, I don't know why turning or moving is not in this beetle's vocabulary. He just loves dying, you know? And I once again did hit that, and I'm refusing to believe that, because I dropped right on it. I mean, I dropped on that, but you know. That turn again. It was technically a different one, but it was the same type of turn with the bars and everything, and I just messed it up again. And somehow, oh, they didn't mess me up. I turned the wrong way. That one was on me. I turned facing the barrier, not away from it. So, oops. just imagining right now an inverted option, right? If there was an inverted option for this game, just how absolutely horrendous that would feel. Oh yeah, no, it's a masochistic beetle, 100%. This beetle is a masochist. I don't care about missing points, because again, I'm just here to survive. If that requires missing everything, oh, we're missing everything. Right? Because it's not worth. It's screaming at me again. Oh, okay. We did it. We got 5 more. We're halfway through. We got 5 more. We can do it. We can do it. And then we're just done with Thumper for today. And then we'll come back again and we'll beat that last row. Because we'll probably know how it's going to go. That final boss is going to take me like 10 years. But 5 more levels. Man, I've been dying by snakes a lot today, you know? I'm really cool. Any previous time that I've really fallen victim to snakes, you know? Usually the snakes are like a little tidbit, you know? They just spice things up. But no, now they're the martyr for all my deaths right now. They're the cause of everything going wrong right now. And that just seems, you know, unjust. It seems unfair. But, you know, at least I'm finding new ways to die. It's not the same old boring corner, you know. It has a little bit of flair, a little bit of uniqueness. Even if it is embarrassing to die to the snakes. My nose was itchy. Right, so I know I made it past the snakes, but when they're like wiggling and dangling in the air, I can't tell. Oh my god, I can't tell what lane they're going to drop into. I just know that they're going to drop into the lane, and then I'm going to need a 0.2 second reaction time to actually do anything about it. And while I did make it past them, and I shifted to another side that I maybe shouldn't have, and that's what caused me dying right there. But I'm still blaming the snakes. I mean, we are all just blaming the snakes, okay? The blame solely on the snakes. All right? I didn't let go. I was holding A. I had that button. I was doing that the whole time. Okay. I mean, my brain at this point isn't even responding properly. I feel the exhaustion getting to me, and it's a weird feeling. No, I didn't even turn there. I can't blame that on anything but myself. Okay, made it through 4 more levels. Will we make it before I fully mentally collapse? Who knows? I don't care. I'm not taking unnecessary risk. As I say, as I take immediate unnecessary risk. Just turn. Just turn. You see a strip of red? Turn. That's all you gotta do. Interesting. Yeah, keep buzzing me. See if I care, huh? I don't care. Give me the lowest strength you possibly can. Give me rank Z, okay? Give me a letter grade that doesn't even exist. Do it. How you won't. Lowest you'll give me is a C. And can I just mention that anytime I've been getting hurt by a turn, right? Anytime I have been getting hurt by a turn, it's always the right side. The left has done nothing wrong. The left is being peaceful. The left is understanding my pain, my misery, my suffering. But the right side keeps egging me on and badgering me. They see an open cut and they go and they just rub salt in it. And they're like, ha ha, and watch me as I just writhe in pain. And they're just sitting there, relaxing, laughing, having a good cup of joe. You know, they got like sugar and half in it. You know, they got their perfect mixture. And is it beans or ground beans? We don't know, but we know they don't go to Dunkin' Donuts because they don't want all that sugar. No, so they're just going to sit there with their perfectly balanced cup of coffee, laugh at me as I'm suffering, and then they'll forget about me. They'll open the doors, they'll go inside, they'll read the newspaper, see what's popping, you know, see what is really hitting the titles that week. And then I'm just a lost thought. My misery is just a lost thought. Anyway, proceeding. Okay, so the left side wants to have fun with me now. I was just praising the left side for how kind it is and making, like, remarks about the right side. And now the left side's like, oh, you thought I was going nice you thought I was being nice. And I'm like, yeah, because you haven't done anything to me. They're like, oh no, I was just waiting for a right to get in a few licks. And then I was going to go in at you. And there it goes again, screaming at me. God. 3 more. 3 more. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. I am just here to get through. And if that requires me doing the bare minimum, I am here for it. The snakes. It's the snakes. The snakes today. The snakes have given me their specialty of surprise. You know? I'm like, what's on the menu today? You know, definitely the corners and probably the ring. And the snakes are like, oh, no, it's the weekly special. We're the weekly special. And I'm like, I don't want the weekly special, though. They're like, oh, no, we're giving you the weekly special, though. But it's not on the house. No. We're still making you pay for it. And I'm like, wait, how is that fair? I said I don't want it. They're like, oh, we don't care. You came to our restaurant today. You're getting what you get. You know, they're like SpongeBob when Gary's being stubborn. And they're like, you're gonna eat your food, and you are gonna like it! And I'm like, no. No, I said I wasn't going to try, but maybe the game's punishing me for not trying. Maybe that's the reason, you know? They're trying to motivate me. They're like, no. You need to put in an effort. And to that, I'm saying, okay, why are you making me play your games the way you want to, though, right? Because I feel like, you know, there's a few different ways I could play it, and they're like, no. They're pulling out the classic, it's my way or the highway. And then that beam's just like, I'm going to do whatever I want, though, you know? You see that button, I want you to hit that button. And I'm like, but what if I just slightly miss it by, like, 0.005 milliseconds? And they're like, what? What was that? No. How about I just take off your skin? I'm like, I like my skin, though. Too bad you can't have your skin today. Sorry, it's a no-skin day. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, no. We also do that at this restaurant where we just have the specialty of no-skin days. Where our patrons come in and we just take their skin. You know? And you never know when it's going to happen because that's not a weekly special. Nah, that's just whenever special, you know? So whenever the chef in the back is having a bad time and he's like, you know what? I don't feel like making a country fried chicken or making like a nice delicious apple pie dessert. No, I want their skin. And so all the waiters and waitresses have to come out to the floor and be like, pardon me, I know you're enjoying your freshly baked biscuit. However, we have a request from the chef for your skin specifically. And it's like, why am I? You know? And it's like, oh, just cuz. And here I am, skinless, hopeless, thrown to the side. Those men are still having their coffee. Oh, you thought I forgot about the men having their coffee reading their newspapers? Nah, they're still there. In fact, they're at the restaurant, and then they see me get my skin torn off. And they're like, oh, isn't that the one that we just kept making fun of and murking and just... Hold on. Okay, I just need to learn here not to let go of a button. Oh. So yep. No, give me all the reds. Give me no points. 0 points. I'm shooting for 0 points. Give me 0 points. Yeah. Yeah, huh? Yeah. You can't do that, can you? Yeah, because I gotta get some points. Oh, it's eating you alive right now. That you can't just take away my sass. No, I'm calling you out. least he's gone now. At least he's gone now. Ah! Oh! Oh no! Please, please, leave me be. You make everything in life miserable. Or are you just done now, though, you know? I mean, imagine if the ring was here, though. You know what? Maybe getting hit was worth it, you know, because I don't have to deal with the stressing anxiety of the ring. The ring's gone. Oh my god, these snakes are really just trying to get to me, aren't they? Ah! Oh, we got one more. We got one more. Okay, you know what? We can do it. We can do it. I know right in front of it, right in front of us, is a right turn, so I need to go left. Aha! That's a lot. That's a lot. Yep, that's a lot. Okay, when I was able to hit those on beat though, that was sounding pretty dang stellar, I gotta say. Come on. Nope, never mind. You know what? Stay to your own devices. Don't listen to a word I say. You know, I'm just a crazy man. I'm old man Jenkins. Everyone's just gonna be talking about me. Be like, hey, never go to that old man's house. Because if you do, you'll go crazy just like him. You'll end up in a white room. Only in this white room, there's no padding. It's just filled with spikes. Not even like lethal spikes. Nah, it's like splinters. You know, death by 1,000 paper cuts. That's what this is. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts. Because the misery doesn't end immediately. No, the misery keeps going. And then, once you think you have gotten used to the pain, it hits you again. It's like, oh no. No. We're actually going to proceed with 1,000 more splinters or cuts. And it's like, splinters? We're done with level 8. Oh, look at that. Just got level 8. And then see that little dot? See that little dot? See it? You see it. I know you see it. Only level 9 after that. Which will be... We're not going back in. No. And you know what? It better be only 9 levels. If I get to level 9 after this, and then after I beat it, that arrow keeps going. Oh, we having issues. But no, because of how long the game's been taking, and depending on other people's skill levels, right? Because yes, there are people who are just masterful at rhythm games, right? So this game might take them like 30 minutes to beat, but then there's people like me who aren't as skilled and don't just absolutely glue my eyeballs and fingertips to the controller to just master rhythm games or fighting games or anything like that, you know? I'm a pretty bad casual player, I gotta say. But still, it's taken me a long time to beat this game. So I'm assuming there's only the 9 levels, because if there's anything after that, I might lose my mind even more. So, yeah. Thumper, done for today. Not the hardest crash out I've had, and that's why I'm quitting now. Because I don't want it to be as bad as it can be. I've seen how bad my crash outs can be, and I don't need that today. What I need today is just some chillness. And so that's why we're going to go ahead and we're going to play a little bit of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Okay? I thought, like, hey, now we can chill. Now's the chill time. But that was Thumper. And we're just going to leave it there for today. Tomorrow might be different, but today